It's William with the Riverstone Life, and you know what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about, yes, this is what we're going to talk about. Nomad shut off my internet. Can you believe it? A great channel like the Riverstone and Nomad shut my internet off. Off for like almost 2 weeks now. What were they thinking? Now don't run away. Don't think that this is going to be another, don't buy Nomad video, because that's not what this is about. This video is about telling you what happened, letting me get your input on this. Also, maybe Nomad will watch this video, and the next time they do this to another content creator that they collaborate with on YouTube or any other social media, that they'll do it different. They'll do a better job. If you're brand new and you just came across this channel, we've been using Nomad Internet for 2.5 years. The first 6 years, I purchased it from watching people on YouTube. The same people that came out months later and told you not to buy it, and all that bad stuff. And it's because it didn't work out in their favor no more, so then they have to bash it. That's not me bashing this. I don't do that. I still think it's the best product out there. I think customer service has some issues. It's had issues since day one. It gets better. Some people don't have those problems. I never had those problems until now. So we're going to talk about what, yes, Nomad Internet did to us. The Riverstone Life. I guarantee you, the only content creator channel out there that has used this nonstop for 2.5 years, all 50 states. This is why I don't understand what they did. We used it in all 50 states. Yes, drove all the way to Alaska. Did it work in Canada? No, but it worked great in Alaska. Yes, took it to Hawaii on the airplane. Used it all over Hawaii, worked great. We're truly the name. Nomads is what me and Robin are with our lifestyle. If you watch any of our videos out there, if not, go ahead and check out all the videos, because we have over 2,000 videos uploaded on this Nomad. What do I love about it? See how simple and see how easy it is? It's got something in there called C-band, so it has like priority, in my opinion, over your regular Verizon cell phone, because I have a cell phone that has Verizon and AT&T, both lines of service on it. Sometimes my phone will not have service, but this Nomad will. It has a Verizon SIM card that goes in the back. It has a spot for another SIM card, so it's unlocked. I used to have a T-Mobile one. So I had a T-Mobile and I had a Verizon that they ran this off from. Never really used the T-Mobile. This thing works 95% of the time, okay? The other 3% of the time, I use my AT&T or my iPad that has T-Mobile on it to get me access to the internet. The other 2% of the time, there's no cellular service in that area at all. This is somebody that has taken this thing to every state several times. On the road all the time. I mean, I think Robin said that so far this year, I've already crossed like 360 state lines using this Nomad, uploading thousands of videos. Okay, not to mention, what I like about it, see how easy this is? I have a cord that's already wired into my truck, and I plug it right in, sets up in the dash, perfect, okay? I am gonna tell you what Nomad did to us, so you know next time, or if you get ready to start working for them and doing their service, or maybe they just watched this video and they found out how the Riverstone Life has been handled after using all of our videos across all social media, not to mention Nomad grabbing our videos, taking parts out of the video and putting it across all their social media for the last 2 years. We've definitely supported this. I still love this product. I don't have this product right now, and I'll tell you some of my situation, what's going on, what am I gonna do? Also, down in the comments, tell me what you think I should do. What would you do? Everybody says get Starlink. Starlink does not work for me. I don't have time to set it up, take it down, all that. I don't have thousands of dollars to spend some tracking unit up here. I want to use it in all my situations, everywhere I go. It does not work. I'll show you another unit in a minute that I had, because I had to turn something on, so I had some internet, and I'll tell you my experience with that over this. Because in 2.5 years, I have not had to use anything else. I've had satellite. I've had Starlink. It's expensive. It's a pain in the butt. It rains. Just lots of things. This is just so simple. This little design, this unlocked box has so much potential. What makes Nomad the best? Because Nomad's on Verizon. You're going to argue with me because you're an AT&T person, or you've watched every commercial out there where T-Mobile tells you they have the best service out there. I mean, there's actors out there telling you that bull. I have all these. I'm on the road 24/7. I can tell you, it's not that great. AT&T will have its places where it just beats Verizon. We're in Alabama. Alabama has the best service where we're at on Verizon. So I need this. I have another system over here that I got for the last week to use to get by until I figure out what I'm going to do, because I'll tell you that story in a minute. And it's running off, it says it runs off all carriers. That's bull. It runs off AT&T. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get back to the Nomad Internet. I cannot explain to you how great this has been for us, how easy it has worked. I know, I read comments out there, and I don't know if they're legitimate people that are just upset because people like to talk crap about things sometimes, just because things didn't go their way that day. I hear about people, they bought this, they plugged it in, and it never worked for them, it doesn't work right. I would think you're one of them people that's in that little 3% area where Verizon does not work, and that's why this did not work for you, or they didn't get it turned on proper. Let's talk about streaming. Now, I can tell you that we have streamed thousands and thousands of movies, me and Robin, in the last 2 years on this box. Okay, there's none of that, whatever you call that stuff where it's rebooting or whatever it is, because it just keeps spinning and spinning. Never done this on this, because this does not limit you. A lot of things out there will tell you that, oh, you're going to have 25 megabytes. I think that's what it is. 25 megabytes will not stream 4K video. It won't even stream 1080 worth of crap. So don't believe that stuff. You need speeds of 100, 150, 200. That's what you need if you want to game or you want to watch, stream movies from your Apple box, wherever you're at, things like that. You can't go off that 25, because I got one of them up here. I'm going to show you in a minute. But let's get back to Nomad. Nomad, what did you do? Why'd you turn off my service? Let's tell you about that story right now, because a week and a half ago, Nomad's not working. All right, I plug it in, I do a reset, I do all this stuff. It never comes back on. I reach out to Nomad. Oh, we don't know. What's your account? My account? I'm the Riverstone Life. I don't mean that to be cocky, but you're sending me emails all the time. We are the Riverstone Life. We do. Our videos are out there all over. You've used our videos. Well, you're not in our system. How can we not be in your system? You've gave me this for the last 2 years, free service, unlimited. You can just imagine how many megabytes or whatever you want to call it there, how much we've used on this Nomad. We don't know who you are. What's your name? William Segura. Could it be under William Segura? No. Well, what email? TheRiverstonelife@gmail.com. Can't find it. William Segura or William1Segura@gmail.com. Can't find it. I gave him some old emails that I had that I haven't used in years and years, just in case. Well, sir, you're not in our system. You see how frustrated I start to get right now? Because I'm thinking, you know what? Why don't you just, pull me up on YouTube? Maybe you can figure it out. Let's go to somebody higher in the office. Maybe somebody will watch this video at Nomad. Watch all of our videos. Talk to all the people that we've sent that way. I love the internet. This is not how you handle something like this. Now let's get back to that. Simple email. William, this is Nomad. You've been supporting us for the last 2 years. We've been giving you free internet. You know what? The economy sucks. Life is changing. Nomad's not doing as good as it was. I'm a human. I understand that. I understand business. I know how things work. We really can't afford to give you your service free anymore. So, first of next month, it's going to be shut off. Option 1. Option 2. We really appreciate everything you've done for us. we love your channel. We'd like you to keep our internet. How about we give you a discount for a while? You know, just $79 a month for total unlimited, unthrottled internet. I'd say, you know what? Sign me up. You guys have been awesome. I understand. I mean, I'm a business person. I know how things work. Am I grateful for all the free service? Yes. That's why I won't say anything bad about Nomad, just because I think it's a great product and I'm super happy with it. And in my opinion, I think it's the only good thing out there right now. Just my opinion. But the way they handled this was bad, really bad. But I don't get none of that. I go through all my old emails from all the people that I've talked to over the years with this company. I email them all out. There's one person out there that always took really good care of me. We'll get you taken care of, William, right now. I get an email back from her like 7 hours later saying, I just got to your email. It's time for me to go home. I'll get back to you tomorrow. We're 4 days into this, still no service. I mean, what was that all about? Okay. Instead of just saying, hey, you know what? Can't help you no more. Goodbye. No, none of that. None of this. You know, we won't turn it off unexpected because we know you're running a channel with it. And, you know, makes no sense to me. But we can finally get back to me emailing everybody. 10 guys email me back. Finally, one says, can you send me your phone number? We cannot find your account in the system. I send them the numbers on this thing. I send them the SIM card. You should be able to punch that stuff in your system. Something should pull up because you've been sending free internet to this thing for over 2 years. How does that work? Nope, you don't exist. I don't exist. It's like they just wiped me off. I'm gone. Push the button. Crazy, right? So the guy calls me. He calls me back on my phone number, and he's like, you know what? William, we're going to get you taken care of today. I got you on the phone. I'm not leaving this phone until you're taken care of. I don't know. We're on the phone, off and on, hold on. I don't know, 35 minutes. It comes right back. Just waiting for one more person. Another 5 minutes, and we'll have you ready to go. I don't know who he's talking to on the other end. I don't know if they're going back and forth saying, hey, we can't give him free internet anymore. Well, why don't we just tell him that? Do you know, being honest with people is the easiest thing to do. You don't have to think about what you're going to say or anything. You just say it. And it comes out. Either works or it don't. People like you or they don't. But it's easy. Nope. He finally comes back to the phone, and this is what I get from him. William, I can't get this turned back on. I'm going to have to send this to somebody higher up on the pole, I guess. He really didn't explain that to me very well, but I will be calling you back before the end of the day. That was a week ago. I think today I got an email again, still working on your internet. I mean, flip a switch, turn. Call me back and say, William, we can't afford to give you free internet. If you pay $79.99, heck, today I might just pay the full $129 if I know I'm going to get it hooked up right away and it's going to be non-throttled and work the way it has for the last 2 years. Why am I willing to pay $129 right now? Because I love the internet, and I loved it before you gave it to me for free. There's a part of me that maybe thought, well, maybe I should have just kept on my program and kept paying for it the way I was. I wouldn't be in this situation today. So I hope that this does not come off as me complaining about Nomad, the internet company. I am complaining about people these days that they have no backbone. People just can't make any decisions on their own. I work for a company. I'm going to make the decision. And if they don't like it, they're going to get rid of me and I'm going to go work for somebody else. But I'm not going to treat people this way. I'm going to make something happen. That's what this video is about. There's tons of videos out there talking about all the crappy things that Nomad has done to other people. Like I said, I don't know how true they are. My service, even when I purchased this the first time, it took a week longer than it should have to get it, but I plugged it in and it worked right away, and it worked for 6 months until they sent me my free one. And then I canceled the service on the other one. I still have it in my drawer in the camper. You know, I could always go back and activate it on that one. Maybe they can find me in the system on that one. I don't know. But that stuff is crazy. But I wanted to show you something real quick here. Now, I'm driving and I'd like to be safe. So give me 1 second to grab this. Our Riverstone came with an internet system. When you spend that much money, they had something already hooked up in there. All you had to do is activate it, okay? Well, we're sitting there wanting to watch a movie. We have no internet. I can only stream so much off my phones, and then they cancel that, and you're out of data or whatever it is for that. I don't want to watch it on an iPad. I could. I got a 75-inch TV in the Riverstone. I just as soon watch it on that. So I told Robin, I said, well, let's just see if we can get service on a month on that thing and see how that works. Everybody on YouTube tells you that it runs off all the carriers. I'm thinking, all the carriers? So when I'm out there and I'm in that area where AT&T only works and 95% of the time Verizon doesn't work, I can still watch my stuff. Is this awesome? And then if I get in an area where AT&T doesn't work, then we got T-Mobile, because on the news, T-Mobile says it's the best internet out there, even though I got T-Mobile on this iPad, half time it don't work. Maybe that other 2% or whatever is left over, I get it there. So this has to be the ultimate internet, I'm thinking. And I'm thinking, the equipment was already sent to us in the Riverstone. I don't have to spend $500 or $600. All I got to pay is the activation fee and the monthly fee. I'm thinking this is pretty awesome. So I call the guy, and of course he tells me all that, how awesome it is, how great it's going to work. It's unlimited. Yeah, it's really not unlimited, because, what he doesn't tell you is, like I said, this, depending where I'm at, on 5G is 200 and some megabytes, always 150. I don't, even when it's been at like 40 or 50 megabytes, I never had any buffing problems with watching movies. I never had any problems with this at all, even with those lower numbers. This new unit never goes over 25. Never goes over 25. And it supposedly works on all carriers. It will pick the best one in your area. Just unplug it, reset it, move it around, whatever. I tried all the stuff, all the secrets out there. And when I'm in Alabama, AT&T, where we're at, is not that great. Verizon is the best. 5G works perfect. That thing would never connect to a Verizon tower. So I don't think it works on all servers. And if it does work on all servers, they've got it set up the throttle to, well, if it'll work on this one, we'll put it on this one. Don't let it go on that better one. We don't want to give them any better service. Plus, let me grab this thing because I'm driving down the road. I'm just unplug it real quick. This is how big. Oh, my music comes up. Hey Siri, pause. Everything started playing as soon as I unplugged it. Look at how big this thing is. You can see the name. I won't say the name, but you can see it. I feel like I'm driving around now with a king crab everywhere we go. These stupid antennas. Doesn't have any better in service than this thing with no antennas. Does that make any sense? This works perfect. This works when it wants to. This never gets over 25 megabytes and you can't stream a high quality movie. Half the time it doesn't work. Every time I reach out to Siri, she half the time tells me there's no internet connection. What a pain in the butt. So if you're thinking about this company, don't. That's all I got to say about that, because that was $129 a month. After getting it turned on, I spent like $160. I couldn't even watch a movie. I'm still over there trying to stream stuff off from my iPads and stuff like that just to watch a movie when me and Robin were back in Alabama. So, all the years that I've been telling you that Nomad's a great internet company, well, their product is a great. They have one of the best services with that Verizon card, unless you're that person in that 3% that does not have Verizon in your area, then it's not going to work for you. But if you have Verizon in your area, this is the best deal. $129 a month, does not slow down, does not throttle back. It has C-band in it, and you can rock and roll all of your stuff. Our channel is proof of that. Right now, I'm out here working as a nomad like I do, and I can't do nothing. I'm relying on my cell phones right now because that internet don't work and Nomad shut me off. So Nomad, if you come across my video, maybe take the time to give me a call, see if we can get this fixed correctly. I understand we all make mistakes. I understand that things happen. Shit happens, right? Next time, when you're going to shut other people's internet off, do it with a little more class. Don't do it the way you did this. Because I don't know if you just purge the system to get off things that you don't want to keep paying for, and by doing that, it deletes people's accounts, is why you can't figure this out. So you got to get a better system in that. Do I love your product? Yes. Is it a great product? Yes. Could you guys do a little better with your customer service? Yes. Maybe give the people that are actually talking to the people a little bit of power that they can actually make a decision and do something. I know that's hard for this time of the world. I don't know. I'm one of these people, no matter where I worked at, what I do in life, I make a decision, right or wrong, and I follow through on it. We learn from it, we get better. But this day and time, nobody makes a decision. So tell me what you think. If you got Nomad or you're thinking about getting Nomad and you're paying for it yourself and everything, make sure you have all your account information. Make sure you have everything, written down so that if they ever shut you off, that you can get turned back on. Also, if you think this is no good, put it down in the comments, because you know what? Even when you put all those bad comments down there, it makes the channel go even better. It makes the video get pushed out more, and that's great. You don't like William, you think I'm complaining, whatever, put it down there. We don't care. We just want the video pushed out so the right people get it. What would you do? Would you just go ahead and order it all over again, like I'll have Robin order it in her name, just get me back to my Nomad Internet for $129 a month, pay for it myself, never sponsor anything like this? Or, okay, you're an internet company out there right now. You got a product similar to this. You think your product's better than this. Well, why don't you send it to me and I'll find out. And if it is, I'll promote you like you wouldn't believe. Because if you've watched any of our videos, if you even watch this video, when we test internet, we can really tell you if it's any good. And when it doesn't work, we'll still tell you it doesn't work. We'll tell you what we don't like about what happened, but we'll still tell you that this little box, in my opinion, you see the size of it here, got my Velcro, because when I put it in my Jeep, I stick it in the back window. Up here, I Velcro it up front. It even Velcros in the camper. Every Airbnb that me and Robin have taken this to, every hotel. Go to a hotel, they tell you they got internet. No, they don't. You take your Nomad with you, and you got internet. I can't even upload a video right now. I have been trying all day to upload a video on my regular cell service, and I can't do it. You don't really, until you lose something, that's when you really know how good it is. So, am I putting a video out praising Nomad? Maybe. It was a good product while it lasted. But if you've watched any of my videos in the past, I tell you, nothing ever lasts. Jump on it when you can, take advantage of it, enjoy it, and when it's not there no more, move on to the next thing. So maybe it's time for William and Robin and the Riverstone Life to move on to the next thing. So if you have anything out there, suggestions, put it down in the comments. Any internet companies out there that think you can compete with this and want to send it out to me, I'll give it a try. Heck, even if I have to purchase it myself, I'll probably do it, because you know what? I got this king crab thing here that I just wasted $150 on. That as soon as, I don't know, it might go out the window. No, it's a $1,000 fine littering here, so I better not do that. But that thing's going in the trash. Biggest waste I've ever had in my life. And I can tell you that because I used it in Alabama, it didn't work. I just drove across, 8 states? Yesterday, Robin's trying to get one of our videos put out, and she's on her laptop. She couldn't do anything with it. And she had to actually go off my Verizon service on my cell phone so that she could upload our videos, because we don't have Verizon. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Don't tell me to go get home internet from T-Mobile. You know why? I tried that. Every time you put in your address, they tell you they have no service in your area. I have a lot of friends and family, so you can imagine how many addresses I put in there. None of them had service in that area, even though T-Mobile is the best in the country. It's supposed to work everywhere. Answer that question for me. The other one is Verizon home internet. Same thing. Did the same exact thing. Told me there's no service in my area. I used all my family and friends' address. No services in those areas. Does it make any sense? Right? Even though I've used Verizon in every one of these areas, but their home internet box that's bigger than this, I don't even need it because I just take the SIM card out, stick it in this unlocked Nomad box, and have it made. This is what you get today. This is William's video of the day. And you know how we end these videos. Nomad, turn my internet back on. I'm just making fun. Always.